let's come back home where Wema Bank PLC, one of Nigeria's oldest commercial lender and big Tier 2 player, has signed a fresh $50 million funding deal with the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development, which is headquartered in Lomé, Togo. That deal between Wema Bank and the EBID is targeted at Nigeria's agribusiness sector. Joining me now to discuss this multi-million-dollar deal a bit further is Olukayode Bakare. He's the divisional head in charge of Treasury and Global Trade at Wema Bank. We thank you for coming in tonight on the show.
Thank you.
And congratulations for the deal. Give me a little bit more details about this deal in terms of support. What are the terms of this transaction?
Once again, it was an epic-making event between the both institutions on Monday, November 22nd. Permit me, first and foremost, to also acknowledge the tremendous effort and collaboration that went into making this facility a reality. Indeed, our appreciation goes to the lending institution, the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development, whose trust and confidence in our bank, have allowed us to secure this significant funding. Basically, it was meant to, the facility is structured in such a way that it's studied at two sectors, largely Agric and women-led SME. Those are the two critical sectors that these facilities are meant to support. As you rightly know, EBID, yes, they do support SME across the sub-region, within the sub-region, partnering with local bank. So they found us, truly having looked at our track record and things that we've done over the years in these two key areas, to provide us that support.
I'm interested in what Wema Bank's been doing in agribusiness and SMEs lending. Tell me about the pipeline of what the bank really. You're one of the oldest commercial bank in Nigeria and very strong. So tell me a bit more about this pipeline of your intervention so far, and that's your road to this $50 million deal in Togo.
Okay, as you rightly know, we've been assistant for over 78 years, and in the course of those years, we've been supporting all our customers and empowering them in critical sector of the economy. Speaking specifically to Agric, we have, aside providing specific solution to women-led SMEs, we also have 4 verticals in the Agric area. Largely, we have the agro inputs, we have the primary production, we have the agro commodity traders, local and exporters, and we also support agro processing. Those are the key verticals in Agric that we support. And for us, this star aims significantly to the SDG 2, as well as SDG 5, which speaks largely to end hunger in all forms by 2030 by ensuring food security and promoting sustainable Agric, as well as women-led SMEs.
In terms of your lending and your support for the SMEs and agribusiness in Nigeria, talk to me, Bakare, about how much the bank has been doing in terms of your lending. What does it really take? Walk me through that a little bit. Okay,
in terms of volume, I think we've done the last time I checked, circa 50 billion in terms of volume deployed to these key areas. And, it also supports, some, in one ways. If you also recall, in the last administration of CBN, they tried to promote export-led businesses just to support, yes, our foreign exchange earnings. So we key into that sector.
Into those interventions.
Exactly. We key into that sector to support Agric largely on the back of, aside ensuring food sustainability, it's also to ensure that we earn sustainable foreign currency. And as part of our desire to complement whatever we're earning from the oil sector. It's also a support drive toward non-oil sectors, of the economy. This we've done over the years.
But again, how easy is this? If when you look at, now you're bringing in $50 million, this is a foreign currency denominated money into this. How will it be disbursed in terms of what are you looking at here? How will it, in terms of disbursements, at what rate, and what are the parameters for it? Okay,
basically it's a single digit, it's going to be a single digit, likely single digits. But as you rightly know, we're not allowed to disburse foreign currency. We're not any foreign currency. So the first thing to do is to hedge the currency so that we can get the Naira to support, the operators in that subsector. Yeah. So that's what we intend to do.
But again, I'm interested a little bit, again, in terms of you talk about the value chain and the considerations that EBID is giving you on this. What was the tenor?
The tenor is 3.5 years. It's to provide stability in that area, unlike normal trade, that run 180 cycle. What this does is to enable all the people that will access, all the companies that will access this funding, they have enough time to pay back. I mean, unlike what you normally have within the banking sector, short-term lending, as you rightly know, Agric takes a while, especially when you're into agro-processing. You know, it's not something you do in 180 or 90 days. You need some stability in your source of financing to be able to do this profitably. So having access this kind of funding, what it does is to enhance our capacity to be able to support our customers in these key areas.
How critical is SMEs and agribusiness? You're in charge of treasury and global trade, and I'm sure you see the global trade picture. So how does Wema Bank, how do you play into the global trade from this side on West Africa, vis-a-vis the new intra-Africa trade, getting the global picture, getting Nigerian companies and SMEs within the value chain to be part of that?
Okay, you will quite agree with me that Nigeria is an import-driven economy, so we can't run away from supporting trade. Aside partnering with some correspondent banks in terms of providing trade facility, we also play a key role. You need, I mean, these days that you hardly have some allocation from CBN, you need to have a robust balance sheet to support trade in that space. If you don't have enough, if your foreign currency balance sheet is not solid enough, it will be difficult for you to provide kind of support required. I mean, more so that we're having challenges with foreign currency liquidity.
Okay. So, foreign currency is an issue. Exchange rate, currency devaluation, and interest rate. How do you play that? How are you going to play that around with this funding facility from EBID?
Like I said earlier, I mean, we don't have any exchange rate risk. The first process is to hedge this currency, and you hedge by doing currency swap. So what you do, like I said, when you do currency swap, you have the local currency. So in this situation, I've hedged the currency risk, and I'm not going to take my customers through that process. So all we have to do, we don't have to. I just wanted to know. No, you need to protect those customers. I mean, so that you don't want a situation whereby down the lane, then they're not facing the repayment risk. You don't want to expose your customer to that, because what they need right now is local currency. So it's our responsibility in our capabilities and ability to ensure that these foreign currencies that we're getting, use swap to get local currency and then disburse such to our customer. However, if there's need to do some importation for those agro-processing, then we'll probably advance some of this foreign currency to them.
In terms of machinery, equipment.
Exactly, because eventually they also hand, for those who are doing export, eventually they'll hand foreign currency. And that's in tandem with CBN regulations. So for those who need foreign currency, they'll get foreign currency. For those who require local currency, we'll do currency swap and give them the local currency to support their businesses.
You are a big commercial bank, but again, I'm trying to find out how this new funding facility support from ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development connects with the overall strategy of lending and commercial lending in Nigeria's space for Wema Bank, in terms of how it goes beyond the SMEs and the agribusiness, women-led enterprises, for example, in a country such as big as Nigeria. It is the biggest country in West Africa and across the continent and the continent as a whole. So I'm trying to see how does it play into the overarching objectives of Wema Bank.
Okay, what this has done, like I said earlier, is that demonstrated our capacity, our sounding financial position, as well as capacity to attract great investment, in the sense that aside strengthening our financial position, what this does is to provide us required resources needed for us to pursue some strategic initiative that we have as an institution. So aside supporting our ongoing growth process, it also strengthens our ability to support our customers and drive innovations across all our operations. So that fits into the overall, funding strategy of the institution. Like I said, if you're conversant with Nigerian structure of our funding, which is short-term in nature, 3.5 years. You know what that does? Provide some stability in your funding structure to support your business.
$50 million. I'm sure that's not enough.
Yeah, well, it's a step. No, honestly, it's a step in the right direction.
You can do 100.
Obviously,
if you get 100 or 200 million, yeah, you have the capacity.
The market is there. The opportunity in the market to support the market. But like I said, it's the right step in the right direction. Let's take this, let's utilize this. And we told EBID, we'll soon come back next year.
I was about to ask you when you returned into EBID.
No, obviously we told them. My MD told them at that point that next year we're back.
How much? How much would that be next year?
All things being equal, double what we just received.
$100 million.
Obviously.
Let me be the first to know.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's good having you. Thank you for your
Thanks,
time on the
sir.
show tonight.
All
and
right.
we wish you all the best and the rest of your team at Wema Bank on this new deal with the EBID. That's Olukayode, Bakare, Divisional Head of Treasury and Global Trade at Wema Bank.